What's good, everybody? It's D Brown Shanhan here, and finally, yes, I know, finally, we're gonna be talking about some NBA 2K20s today. And I know my uploads have been very few and far in between, but we working on that. What I want to start doing is I want to start playing Park on 2K20 as well as continuing the other series we have going. But the first step in that is actually introducing y'all to the players that I've actually made for Park this year. So like everybody else, when the 2K20 demo dropped, I too put in a whole bunch of hours trying to learn the My Player Builder system and get a better understanding of it, right? I even spent a few hours on stream messing around with builds just to do it with y'all and see what everybody else was saying. And after getting a little bit of time under my belt in the My Player Builder, I decided I wasn't gonna do like I saw some people doing, attempting to get their build named after like a certain player. So they would do like, you would be aiming to get labeled as a Kyrie type player. I didn't want to do it like that. I knew what attributes would give me the type of player that I wanted to do. And it didn't really matter to me what player they labeled me as. I knew what type of player I wanted. And that's how I went into making all three of my builds this year. And this resulted in me making 3 builds who were based off of video game characters who I found to be very dominant in their respective NBA 2K games or whatever game they were a part of. So jumping right into it, the first player that I want to talk about is my 6'5" slashing playmaker. This player was really inspired by like 2K10 Dwayne Wade. If you ever played 2K10 and you ever played with the Heat, you already know Dwayne Wade, in my opinion, was better than Kobe. He was better than LeBron. In my opinion, Dwayne Wade was the most unguardable player in that game. And I wanted to take like the parts of his game that made him the most unguardable and bring him to a player in NBA 2K20, and that's why I made this player. With the Gym Rat badge, it pushes my 97 speed to a 99 acceleration, 95 vertical. Isn't that very Dwayne Wade-esque to you? Think about it. Driving layup, 90, ball handling, 97, pass accuracy, 89, mid-range, 83. Very Dwayne Wade-esque. And while the build didn't get as many finishing badges as I would have liked, it got enough considering where the numbers are for the attributes and everything, that he still finishes inside. And at 99, I got my contact dunks. But having a player whose ball handling is that high, combined with the speed, his ability to finish at the rim, and I'm telling you, bro, it's something about contact dunks. I love contact dunks. And hitting that 99 and getting those contact dunks was definitely the finishing stamp of getting this build to become full Wade mode. And moving on, this next player is pretty much really my first big man and probably like in 2K history that I've ever played Park with. This is my first like actual big. He's a 7-foot paint beast. And he was made with the abilities of not NBA 2K10, but NBA Live 10, Dwight Howard. If you played NBA Live 10, then you know that Dwight Howard in that game, he was the cover athlete and he was some cheese, bro. Dudes would get a rebound with Dwight Howard and go full court and just dunk it. And you couldn't take it from him. He was so fast and his dunking was so high that it was like, okay, if he gets the board, you got to foul him or hope somebody managed to poke the ball loose. But making my paint beast, I had all of that in mind. He can go coast to coast. He can defend on the perimeter. He can dunk on everything. And of course, he protects the paint like prime Dwight. I love that since I didn't make him 7'3", his speed and his vertical are like, it's solid, bro. It's solid. My big man is very athletic. And plus, I feel like you can't even take 3 steps on the park without looking around and running into either a 7'3" glass cleaning lock or a 6'11" glass cleaning lock. Like everywhere you look on the park. Am I wrong? Please tell me, am I wrong? Because I know I'm not. But I didn't want to just follow what I saw everybody else doing, so I just made my big man how I wanted to make him. And honestly, I've been having like a lot of fun with him, bro. Snatching blocks out of the air is a very underrated feeling. I wish I was playing with a big man. I also made this center max weight, max wingspan. So there is no existence of a jumper at all whatsoever. If I'm not in the paint, he's practically useless on offense unless I'm setting a screen for someone. If he's not in the paint, I can't hurt you from the elbow or beyond. I can't hurt you out there. But that's okay for 2 reasons. One, I was willing to sacrifice the jumper for him to be more athletic and have more defense and just be more of a physical presence inside with the dunking and everything. 2, he was based off of Dwight, and Dwight couldn't shoot. Dwight can't shoot. Dwight Howard don't got no midi. The post game has always been, kind of suspect. Even though my big man post game ain't suspect. I'll drop step a nigga to death. But outside of the shooting, I feel like my big is really solid in every category that counts, really. Now moving on to the last player on this list, I made a 6'4" shot creator who was inspired by none other than 2K12 Brandon Jennings. I have a series on this channel where I talk about the most overpowered players in NBA 2K history, and I'm pretty sure Brandon Jennings was probably on the first or second episode, the 2K12 Brandon Jennings. And in that video, I shared a story of how I put up 50 on one of my friends who was very good at 2K, and he was known as being like the best defensive player out of all of my friends. And the fact that I put up 50 on him with like an 81 overall point guard was crazy. And for the rest of the 2K12 year, I was pretty much unstoppable with Brandon Jennings. And honestly, I've never given myself a chance to reenact that dominance, because I've never, like, as long as Park has been a thing, I've never made a shooting build. Like, all of my builds have been either a playmaker or some kind of slasher or a lockdown. Like, I've never made one. So this is my first like actual shooting build, and it's gonna be fun to take it to the park because it's been fun grinding it. He's a quick lefty who got handle, he can shoot it, he can finish inside. He got a few defensive badges, so he's not a liability on that side of the ball. And it's something about making certain jumpers left-handed. Like, you can see it'll be a jump shot. Like, maybe I hear everybody talk about Rudy Gay and LaMarcus Aldridge. Maybe Rudy Gay, well, I won't say that because everybody says it's good, but say Stephen Curry jump shot is trash, right? If his jump shot was trash and you flipped it on the left, it might not be trash. Like, some jumpers they just look and feel a lot better than when you flip the hands. So I'm hoping that this left-handed player is the dominant shooting build that I've been missing out on all these years. Watching all these guys make play sharps, because every year, you know, play sharps is like, that's the first guard build that's gonna like take over, air quotes. So finally, I have a play sharp of sorts who can shoot the lights out. And you know, it's gonna be fun to see if I can actually manage to do that. So yeah, man, these are my players. I like to switch my badges around and get a chance to like test them out and everything. But what works for one person might not work for you. Like, I've played with people who like, they'll have these badges on. I'm like, why you got those badges on? You don't even like do that. And it's like, oh, I saw this video where they said these are the most OP badges. Play for yourself, bro. Stop listening to people. Learn what badges work for you and stick to that. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And also, the park videos that I want to do, the type of videos that I want to do is like going in the game chat and just talking to people and seeing what happens. You know, people be crazy in game chat, man. People be talking trash. It's weirdos. I want to play with subs. I want to like, you know, add some of y'all. Then we go to the park and we record the videos like that, and I just like get a chance to play with a whole bunch of y'all. So if you're interested in playing with me and any of my 3 builds, y'all see the 3 builds, so y'all know if we would be compatible running or not. But if you would be interested in that, add me at dbrownshanghai. My PlayStation Network name is the same as the channel name. So yeah, do that if you want to play me. I'll pretty much be adding everybody back most likely. But like I said, that's all I got for y'all today, man. As always, I'm dbrownshanghai. Oh, and another episode of the 2K11 series is coming. And I also got something else in the works, bro. For those of y'all who was like, hey, D-Brown, you should make a gaming channel. I ain't saying that it's coming, but it's coming. But as always, man, I'm D Brown Shanghai, and I'm up out of here, man. Y'all take it easy.